Warriors, rise. Probably one of the most important messages I will do this year. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, Warriors, this message, I hope it reaches you well. Most people will not make it all the way through this message because it's not exciting, it's not dopamine, and it's not what you're seeing, what's happening within the physical world. I'm truly just speaking from spirit, and I'm going to share with you what is happening within the physical world. Now, remember, God says, be of the world, but not in the world, right? Think about that. Be in the world, but not of the world, excuse me. Be in the world, but not of the world. And I want to share with you guys what's going to happen within the next 24 months is going to absolutely blow your mind. You're going to experience tragedy. You're going to experience people being brought to their knees. You're going to experience more black swans than you've ever experienced in your life. And I'm going to tell you exactly why this is happening. This is nothing new under the sun, and I'm preparing you mentally for what's to happen. Okay. I'm preparing you mentally for what's to happen. I want you to think about what has happened since 2020 and how much your life has changed. You need to start looking at the facts, figures, numbers, logic, and pull yourself up into a 30,000-foot overview. Now, what I'm about to tell you right now could save your family's financial future. Those who stay consistent and those who stay disciplined when everybody else is fearful, this is the #1 investment technique right here. This is financial advice right here. Those who stay disciplined and those who stay persistent during the fearful times are going to be the richest people. You can see that cryptocurrency is dying in regards to the masses or the retail. You can see that the search for crypto is dying, that crypto influencers, their YouTube channels are just sinking. Here's why. Is because everybody's been indoctrinated into a system to believe that there's something outside of themselves that is going to save themselves. Nobody is coming to save you, Warriors. And here's what's happening within the world. Think about this. March 2020, your life got turned upside down. You look this way at a whole narrative, and there's a whole nother narrative happening this way. We get locked down in our houses, okay? I want you to think about this and just rationalize this for just a moment. We all get locked down in our houses. They shut down America. They shut down the country worldwide. And this happened globally. That's a key factor. It happened globally, okay? They start printing money into oblivion. That money goes to the top of the house. The 4 top billionaires in the world in tech companies became much wealthier. The middle class is being leveraged towards technology, is going to get wiped out and move down to the working poor. Now, what you're seeing within your physical reality, you're going to see a lot of black swan events. Things like the Johnny Depp case, okay? I'm going to walk through this. The Will Smith. All of a sudden, here's what's happening within the physical world. This is nothing new under the sun. When we get too much of a good thing and we start living for the world or being of the world or in the world, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing the narcissistic behaviors of schoolyard bullies. Just think about a schoolyard bully at a global level being pushed back into a corner during a great awakening, and they're starting to throw haymakers. They are starting to realize that we are figuring out what's going on. There's a great awakening happening within people's spirit and soul. Mother Earth is pissed. She's like, you guys have played way too many games. I'm coming swinging. And what you're seeing now is the Johnny Depp case, right? You're seeing toxic femininity come out now, okay? I'm not picking sides. I'm just telling you. The Will Smith case, the Will Smith thing, toxic femininity. We have toxic masculinity. It doesn't matter left, right, up, down. What you're seeing is the actual ego playing itself out. And if you can pull yourself out of your ego and out of your head and get yourself away from all this bullshit happening, and you can pull yourself from your head down into your heart space, you will become one of the wealthiest people in the world. The head space is ego. It's left hemisphere of the brain, the 10%. We always say we only use 10% of our brain. That is an absolute lie. You use 100% of your brain. What you're accessing is the left hemisphere, which is 10% of your brain. Okay, that's facts, figures, numbers, logic. It's a Johnny Depp case. It's Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. It's the C word. It's the vaccine. It's the max, no mass. It's Ukraine, Russia. It's ego, ego, world, 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 world. Okay. What we don't have access to, or what we believe we do have access to, and we believe we don't, is the right hemisphere, which is 90%. God says, give me your 10% and I'll give you the 90%. 90% is light, love, positivity, Christ consciousness. Okay. When you come back to Christ consciousness, the things happening within the physical world become null and void. You understand that every single morning God feeds the birds. Why would he, she, omnipresence, Allah, Buddha, whatever you believe in, not feed you? You start to understand that if you have the faith of a mustard seed and you stay consistent within the market, and you do the opposite of every other human being that's living in the 10%, facts, figures, numbers, logic, the left hemisphere of the brain, you are going to reach that Christ consciousness, which is light, love, and positivity, and you are already wealthy. Okay. I'm here to warn you that it's about to get really, really ugly financially, spiritually. So some people in the spiritual world, the hippy dippy world like I live, it's a spiritual warfare, right? It's the battle for consciousness. In the very religious sector, it's the rapture, right? I mean, you can go into all the different aspects, right? Astrologically, we're in the middle of the Shemitah. If I said that correctly, I apologize if I did. We're right in the middle of the Shemitah. Okay. Warriors, this is all by design. All by design, because at some point, a physical human being got people to look outside of themselves for a hero. Think about that for just a moment. You are not a superhero. You cannot save other people. You cannot. Another human cannot save another human being. There's nothing outside of you. Trump coming back is not going to save you. It's going to change some tax laws. It's going to help us business owners quite a bit. He knows how to run a business, and he will know how to run a country. It's a corporation, right? Biden in office, some of you thought Biden was going to save you. He didn't do anything to save you, right? It doesn't matter what's happening within the physical world. It matters what's happening here in the heart. And what you're living right now is a physical paradigm, which is left hemisphere of the brain. There's going to be many black swan events. Next is going to be food shortages. Next is going to be food shortages, warriors. There's food everywhere. We can grow our own food. There's fruit trees all over Arizona if I need to eat. Scarcity is a mindset, and they've taught you that. So what you're starting to see is with the Johnny Depp trial, the Will Smith thing, is you're starting to see all the bullies and the narcissists who are living in the left hemisphere of the brain. You're starting to see them overreact and act out. And what's happening is we're physically living that reality. Okay, we're physically living that reality. And you got people like Kanye West who are awakening, right, and are trying to, build things like that, and they call him crazy. I won't even get into that piece of it. But they call Kanye West crazy when he's talking about God and Christ consciousness and protecting his kids from these worldly things. And people say that Kanye West has gone crazy, right? You got Elon Musk. I'm not picking sides. I don't care what Elon is doing, but he said, screw you guys. I'm going to buy Twitter. These are signs and symbols and wonders that there's a great awakening happening. But the great awakening isn't happening outside of you. It's happening within you. And so, warriors, this is the time where true investors become very, very, very wealthy. It's in times of fear is when the very, very wealthy buy, warriors. So if you can stop looking this way and you can start to look this way, and you can understand that community is very, very, very important. That's why we created our Warrior Academy. Click the description down below. You can join our Warrior Academy. That's a community of high vibration frequency beings that are lifting each other up and managing into this quantum financial system to bring the money back to the people. Okay. Now listen, I'm going to end by talking about frequency. Frequency comes in 3 different forms, in my opinion. Number 1 is food. Okay. I feel like absolute dog shit right now. Here's why. Here, my nose is all stuffy. My eyes are all puffy. And someone made a comment, my face is looking chubby. Here's why. I ate ice cream and pizza yesterday, and I'm going to call myself out to share with you about frequency, right? That's why I feel like dog shit today, because I ate pizza and ice cream yesterday with my son. Did I enjoy the present moment? Absolutely. But this is the cause and effect of that frequency that I put into my body. The food is responding the next day, which is causing a frequency, which is making my brain foggy. My eyes are puffy. My nose is stuffy. Okay, that's a frequency. So food is your number one frequency. It's communicating with your body. Pizza and ice cream does not communicate with your body. It causes diarrhea, it causes puffy eyes, it causes congestion. So that messes up your frequency. Okay, number one. Okay, number two is what you're seeing. You're watching this. This is a frequency. You're feeling the vibrational frequency of what I'm saying. Number three is what you're hearing. So if you can change what you're eating, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and you can get from your head down into your heart, you will become one of the most powerful investors in the world. You will understand that money will flow to you freely. I'm so happy and grateful for the money that comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. Honor to Bob Proctor. Okay. I am a high frequency being. I'm a high level frequency being, attracting things to me. Okay. There's nothing outside of me that's going to save me. I wake up every single day. I believe in God. Whatever you believe in, I believe you. I don't care if you're Catholic. I don't care if you're a Jehovah's Witness. I don't care if you're Church of Latter-day Saints. I believe you because what I see within your physical reality is a mere reflection of who you are. When people say they're going to save the world, you're not here to save the world. You are not a savior. You're saving yourself. And when you save yourself, that's how you save the world. Because by saving yourself, you will see the mere reflection of people who are attracted to yourself. So if you constantly have chaos within your life, that means you're chaotic inside. There is no other science to it. If you're constantly seeing chaos within your life, that is a reflection of your internal vibration. You attracted that. If you're constantly broke, you're broke inside. If people are constantly picking on you, then you have a low level of respect for yourself. So what you do is you get out of your head and out of your ego and you stop looking at the Johnny Depp case. I feel bad for Johnny Depp. You know, I'm not part in a situation. I don't understand what he's going through. I feel bad for that shit. But what we're seeing, and I thought about this, I'm like, it's just the ego playing itself out. And it's the narcissist energy that's trying to fight and scratch and crawl. Here's the positive thing about this is that they're all going to get exposed right now. All the narcissistic left hemisphere of the brain people are going to get exposed. And then we're going to go, because what happens is they're going to start swing though. They're going to swing and it's going to bring us to our knees. And then we're going to realize when we're at our knees, just like when I attempted suicide and I woke up 40 hours later, I was on the ground looking up. You usually go through a great awakening. A lot of people who survive things like that. That's why I am the way that I am. Not because I wouldn't say attempted suicide, but I woke up from an attempted suicide 16 years ago. Whoa. And I went through a great awakening, realizing that all the things I was looking at were outside of myself. And I went into myself. And 16 years later, I'm a high vibrational brain, owns 9 different companies, financially free, and living my own life on my terms, doing whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to listen to anybody. I don't have to call anybody for a day off. I can be with my kids every single day because I made a choice. I made a choice to get out of my head down into my heart. So we're going to do an activity together right now if you choose to, if you're watching this. What I want you to do, I got this from Greg Brandon. I'm a mix of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Greg Brandon, Bob Proctor, some of my top people. God bless Bob Proctor's soul. He's still with us right now. He's probably with me right now. Thank you, Bob. So let's put our hand on our heart, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to learn to get out of our head and into our heart. Here's how we do this. So by putting my hand right here near my heart, it's putting pressure. So where the pressure is where my brain is going to direct the energy, right? So as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to breathe positivity, light, love, and we're going to bring it up, down our throat to our heart space. And I want you to bring whatever you want into your life. It's abundance. You're going to bring it to your heart space. When you breathe out, like a lion's breath, we're going to release and we're going to allow the negative things to leave our body. Okay, we're going to do it together. Okay, ready? Deep breath in. Hold the abundance, let it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Get into that heart. Breathe in. Let it go. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Hold it. Let it sink in and release the negativity left hemisphere out. How do you feel? That's heart-brain coherence, warriors. And I'm here to tell you that you have to get out of your ego down into your heart. When people are fearful right now, this is when you become a juggernaut investor. You lock and load. You stop listening to bullshit YouTubers and Instagrammers and TikTokers that are flooding you in and out of cryptocurrency. You become a fundamental investor. You look your family in the eyes and you say, I am powerful beyond measure. And within a year and a half, our lives are going to be completely different because I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to be focused. I'm not going to worry about pornography or excessive video game playing. I'm going to take my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5, and I'm going to build a life that's worth living for us. I'm going to free us from this bullshit paradigm of this left hemisphere of the brain. And we are going to live the life that we deserve, having different fingerprint and different DNA and being a creation being. The great I am. I am powerful. I am strong. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am strong. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am beautiful. Let this message hit your heart, warriors. Let this message hit your heart. From my heart to yours, I love you. I am not going to stop, warriors. I am not going to stop. I'm going to continue to bring these messages, whether you like me or not. I am not going to stop, because I am here to free myself. Nobody else. I'm not a superhero. I'm not a role model. I'm not an example. I am just a high vibrational frequency being living out what God has given me the ability to walk, talk, to think, and to make good decisions on a daily basis, and to become wealthy beyond the wildest measure and enjoy this earth that has been created by God. I love you. I appreciate you. And as we always say, warriors, get your shit together. Let's go.